Mic check, mic check. What's up, Polk?
What's up?
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Huh?
How you been?
Good, man. I can't complain. Working hard. How's that military life?
How's the family?
Oh, good, man. Good. Yours? How you
Good.
How yours doing? Good. I watched the Florida Gator game you had. Is your defensive line? Do they get better each game? Do they get like some kind of experience points?
So yeah, so depending on the players, they get like experience points after each game.
I figured that because I noticed the defensive line during the season, like pretty much most of the season, weren't doing crap. And then I saw the Florida Gator game, and J. Rob had like 4 sacks. Like Marvin Wilson was like just bowling over offensive linemen. So I'm like, it must be experience points. Hold on a second. I'm just let me start the intro off so I can promote. Let me start the intro off so I can promote. What's up, Drip, Duval, Nole, EMG, Jelly the King? What's up, baby? We're going to get into it. Tyler, Michael S. What's up, y'all? I need to speak to Rose. It's your boy, TURNTTALLY, the #1 Nole fan in the Nole known universe. And if you think you know somebody better than me and doing this, boy, stop. We are conquered over here. Let's go. We're going to start in a few minutes. Just let me get to promote this out for a bit. And we'll go from there. Hit that like button, please. Hit that like button. You know what it giving you haters, we untouchable. On that whole mountain, going like a sun sipping them liver fountains. Blowing signals and blue high to the maker. Our most almighty power, the creator. There's a Babylon. And what we getting? This is Fast Out, my team and Daniel Savage. And that light button, people. That's what we're doing down the front. Only the witness will quiet. 4311, so we're beside her in heaven. And daily Messiah's called my brethren. Over the rocks and hospitals. Keep your shoes. This house be unbearable. Like a repeat. So it's cheap. First two harvest words. So it's cheap. It's time to reach. On the mission from the Father. To make peace and double. Forever how we are hit. And the holy gospel. That like button, people. I got over a ton. No more astrology, necromancy. It's a war party. The ashes dancing. You hold the baby. Going back and forth. I'm the hand that y'all shoot back. I see the mother. You feel your legs stabbing me in the back. You know the hardest way I'm giving out. Yeah.
that like button, people. What's good, Kendrick? No, guys.
This is my lane.
There's nothing you can do. We're just still random. Don't try to
We're getting short, y'all. What's up, Mike Merrick? Hit that like button, people. We got 17 in here. Hit that like. Jarvis, what's up, baby? That like button, people. All right, y'all, let's get into it, baby. All right, welcome to another edition of Nole 9. You got TURNTTALLY in Polk County. Nole, you know what time it is. We're going to bring you the Nole Blood News. He's going to get into you with recruiting. We're going to get positions. We're going to do this every week, too. So now hit that like button. Don't be stingy, baby. It's a beautiful day to be a Seminole. Right. Let's get into it. I ain't going to waste no more of your time. I know y'all been waiting. Let's get into it. Polk County, Nole, you got the floor.
What's going on, everybody? Hey, you know, I find it funny that War Chant going live right now too.
Are they?
It's kind of an interesting coincidence. It's kind of interesting coincidence, isn't it? I just got a notification that they're going live right now. I just find that interesting, but that's just me.
It don't matter. It don't even matter.
But yeah, it's been pretty quiet this past week. Cornell Jones, as everybody should already know, did get dismissed from the team, non-scholarship linebacker. He transferred from Purdue, was not on scholarship, and there's not really much more to go over there. I don't know the details of his dismissal. All I know is he got dismissed, and again, he wasn't a scholarship player. He was a guy that was going to potentially try to play for a scholarship, but he's a guy that I thought maybe could have contributed to that linebacking core, but ultimately I don't think that's a huge loss, and so we won't waste too much more time on that. Luke Altmaier got invited to the Under Armour All-American game. Luke Altmaier is raising a lot of eyebrows nationally.
Yeah.
His name is popping up all over the place now. So it shows Norvell and company did a good job scouting this kid, recognizing him very early in the process. He says he's solid to Florida State 100%. I believe him. And hey, he said he's going to be at the Under Armour All-American game recruiting for Florida State. Altmaier's getting a lot of looks, a lot of eyebrows raised. That's a good thing. That's good. Real positive news there. The Florida governor signs a bill that will allow college players in the state of Florida to compensate from their likeness. Earliest will be 2021. So not for this upcoming season, but for the next season, just to kind of specify, it doesn't mean that the colleges will be paying players. It does mean that if that player is used as in a video game or in a commercial, if that player is used to promote a brand or promote something, that player is now able to be paid with no repercussions. So that is a big deal. Only Florida and California are the only two states that are allowing players to be compensated. So I think that could be a big deal in recruiting going forward. Expect other states to get on board, but for right now, it's only Florida and California. So
Yes, sir.
Good things there. Marvin Wilson was named preseason All-American. I believe he's the only Seminole to be named preseason first team All-American as of right now.
Okay.
And that's all for really the big news and notes. We're gonna get into some. I'm gonna combine the recruiting talk and these news and notes. So, as we all know, Michael Trigg recently dropped Florida State. Well, Florida State has picked up the recruiting efforts at the tight end. They recently offered Jalen Sheed out of Mississippi. He's unranked tight end, 6'4", 235, but he has 17 offers. So for a kid that's unranked, he has 17 offers, and those offers include some of the bigger schools: Bama, Ole Miss, Colorado, Louisville, and Memphis, and of course Florida State. Those are just some of the top schools that has offered him. 6'4", 235. Haven't watched this tape yet. I am going, once I get to watching the tape, I'll do all that and let you guys know what I actually think about him as a player. But remember, Jackson West was unranked, and then Florida State offered him, and he picked up his 3 stars. So I expect Jalen Sheed to be ranked here soon. Expect River Holmes, who is the second tight end Florida State offered from Alabama. He has 19 offers, 6'4", 225, but he's also unranked. His offer list includes Georgia, Georgia Tech, Louisville, Mizzou, Oklahoma State, UCF, and FSU. So again, these are 2 tight ends, while unranked, have offers from some of the top schools in the country. They are being looked at, and FSU has now offered both of these, basically saying, in my opinion, hey, while I don't think they're done with Michael Trigg, I believe they have a contingency plan in place. And if Trigg wants to remain on the outside, they've got other tight ends to bring on after potentially losing out on Michael Trigg. I like the moves, obviously. Don't just put all your eggs in one basket. And that's good scouting from Norvell and company. Let's also talk about a couple and you'll see a real trend here as I talk about. I'm gonna talk about a couple of prospects, high school recruits that. So these are the main guys that I think could. So I got a couple guys that FSU's in a tight battle with, and a few of these names are guys that I think could commit within the next month or so.
Okay.
And one of those names to start off with is, hope I'm saying his first name right, Travion Hargrove, 5'11", 185. He's a running back out of Louisiana. You're going to see, of all these names, FSU is recruiting Louisiana extremely hard this year. So I like that. Louisiana's got a lot of talent. But he's 3-star out of Louisiana. He's currently committed to Louisiana Tech, but FSU just offered him this past week, I believe. And a lot of people don't expect that Louisiana Tech commit to stay. I have watched some of his tape. I'll do a further breakdown in a separate video, or maybe in another episode of Nole Night. But I like what I see from him. Good speed, very good vision, I think. 3-star out of Louisiana. I think that's a good take. FSU's not in really a position where they need to really recruit the running backs hard this year. They signed they signed three in 2020. Yeah, three. Webb. They signed Webb, Wren. No, they signed 4 running backs last year. Wren, Webb, Toll-Feely, and Ja'Kai Douglas. So this is kind of a luxury pick. Contravion Hargrove, that's the name to look out for going forward. We all know Destin Payson, 6 foot, 170 out of Louisiana. He's the 110th player nationally, 19th wide receiver nationally, and he's the 5th best player in the state of Louisiana. 4-star, electric, explosive, big time speed, catches the ball away from his body with his hands, something I like. I've watched his tape as well. I'll do further breakdown on a lot of these guys. But Payson, look for Payson to potentially commit within the next coming month. He's crystal balled 100%. So I think that's one to look out for. Another wide receiver out of Louisiana is Keon Coleman, 6'4", 185. He's 260 nationally. He's the 48th best receiver nationally, and he's 9th player in the state of Louisiana. This name, I got to do more research on him, watch his tape, but he's a name that just recently came up on my radar. I forget what podcast I was listening to. It was either, might have been War Chan or might have been On the Bench, but that's a name that apparently FSU's high on him, and he's high on FSU. So that's 2 Louisiana receivers. Look forward to offensive line. Everybody wants to know about the offensive line. So when you were doing your live stream Saturday, I know Mims was the popular name, but Mims ain't gonna happen in my opinion. But another big time offensive lineman that could happen, and the longer I think he holds out from committing, the better chance I think Florida State has, and that's Terrence Ferguson. 6'4", 300 out of Georgia, the 50th overall player nationally, 3rd best guard nationally, and the 5th best player in the state of Georgia. 4-star. He got a great relationship with Atkins from everything I'm hearing. And while they have him 100% to Georgia, the fact to me that he has yet to commit, I think he's trying to see what Florida State does on the football field. FSU messes around and have a good season, you could see a guy like Terrence Ferguson commit, but that's a commitment that's going to happen later on, I think, during the season or after the season if it happens. But FSU is in the thick of things for Terrence Ferguson. Another offensive guard that I want to talk about is Lawrence Seymour. He's 6'1", 293. Yeah, he's out of Miami. He is a Hurricane commit. But I was listening to Michael Langston, and Michael Langston believes that FSU has a great chance of flipping him. And FSU believes they can flip him, and they're working on flipping him. He's the 158th player nationally, the 9th guard nationally, and 24th best player in the state of Florida, 4-star, Lawrence Seymour. That's another one that a lot of the experts believe FSU puts on a good product on the field this year. They believe they can flip Lawrence Seymour, so that's one to look out for. Chambry Jackson, I know that's a popular name in the chat. That's a guy, 6'4", 243, strong side defensive end, 218 player nationally, 16th player's position, and 31 player in the state, 4-star. A lot of people think he's going to pop soon. FSU is believed to be the leader in that one, and FSU believes that he has the potential to move inside the defensive tackle. They believe he has the chance to put on that type of weight. So they're looking for him at defensive end and defensive tackle, whichever one, I guess, translates better if they get him. But that is a name. Tyrion Ingram Dawkins out of South Carolina, 6'5", 298. Now, this guy's believed to be a South Carolina lean. They're considered the favorite. But he went from being – he was going to announce, I believe, like 3 weeks ago. Then he changed his announcement, and he continues to change his commit date. So I don't know what school is in his ear that's keeping him from committing. So FSU is believed to be one of the ones that are really strongly pursuing him. So this is another one where I think the longer he delays his commitment, maybe the better chance Florida State has. 4-star out of South Carolina. Andrew Jones. Now, this is a name that just recently got on my radar like last week. And everybody was talking about this linebacker out of Louisiana. So I went and checked him out. He's only a 3-star. He's the 391st player nationally. He's the 15th best linebacker nationally and 13th best player in the state of Louisiana. But he's 6 foot, 200 pounds. Now, I watched his entire tape. I don't know. I'm curious to know maybe the competition is bad because his tape tells me that kid, his tape is incredible. The way he hits, the way he moves, his sideline to sideline speed, he wraps up, he hits, make people fumble. Man, he has amazing tape. Andrew Jones does. Okay. I think he slept on. If you haven't watched his tape turn, go check him out. You'll be like, man, this dude is really good.
What's his name again?
Andrew Jones.
I heard of him.
Yeah, go check him out. And he's got I think he might end up getting a bump nationally. And he's a 3-star now. I don't think he remains a 3-star. And he's 100% to Florida State right now. And I think if anyone's going to commit soon, it's probably him. I believe he has I couldn't find it, but I recall hearing he's got a commit date like maybe early July or maybe even late June. So his commit date could be coming up here soon. I also want to talk about, so there was a lot of talk about LSU just got a decommitment from a guy like the name was Dakota Mitchell. I saw a lot of talk about, hey, FSU needs to pick this kid up. And I'm here to tell you guys, we're going to hold the brakes on Dakota Mitchell. I don't think he's a take for Florida State. Quite frankly, FSU was in the mix for Corey Collier, 6'2", 170, out of Miami, Florida. He's the top 100 player nationally, 83 nationally, the third best safety in the nation, 14th best player in the state of Florida. Oh, and by the way, his dad went to Florida State. That's priority number one. Then you got Amari Hartley out of Tallahassee, 5'10", 171, 185 nationally, the 8th best safety and the 29th best player in the state of Florida. FSU, he's recently been on the record saying FSU is his dream school. We're in a tight battle with Florida right now, but FSU is believed to be the leader. And then another safety right out of Florida State's backyard, out of Tallahassee, Terrion Arnold, 6'2", 187, 191 nationally, 9th best safety, 29th best player in the state of Florida. And Alabama might be considered the favorite there, but FSU's in another tough battle with Terrion Arnold. And to close it all out, you still have Dink Jackson on the board, 6'2", 185 out of Florida, 268 nationally, 15th best player at his position, and the 39th best player in the state of Florida, and he's 100% to Florida State. FSU, I think it's time for us to start playing some chess and stop playing checkers. When it comes to these safeties, we've already got a good DB class as it stands right now. No reason to take a wild leap on a guy like Dakota Mitchell, who, quite frankly, I don't believe he decommitted from LSU because he wanted to. I think LSU told him that they are moving on in a different direction. And I don't think look, I just named three top like 200 players. If FSU can get, I believe it's extremely possible. What I think most likely is going to happen is FSU is going to land 2 of the 4 safeties I just named. I believe they would take all 4 if they could get them. I think Dink Jackson is a safety/corner type. I would think they would take all 4 if they could get them. I don't think that's plausible, right? I think best case scenario is 3 out of the 4. I think most likely scenario is 2 out of the 4. And if for some odd reason you can only land 1 out of the 4, then maybe you try to go after Dakota Mitchell. But as of right now, I don't see that as the case. I think it's most likely FSU can land Dink and Corey Collier. And I'm even thinking, I'm really thinking 3 out of the 4. Dink, Corey Collier and Amari Harvey. Terry Arnold seems like maybe a little bit of a long shot, but he's still in the mix. So that's pretty much all I got for the recruiting news and the week news.
We still looking good for Dink Johnson, you said?
Yeah, I checked his. He's 100% crystal ball. It's just a matter of when he's going to commit.
Okay. Okay.
We're good.
And also another thing about the before you get into the personnel, that's a good advantage with this where players can make money off their likeness and stuff. That's going to give Florida State a really big leg up on recruiting for about two cycles, because the rest of the nation, from what I've heard, is not going to they're not going to start theirs until 2023. So that should give us a pretty good leg up on recruiting. We'll see how that turns out.
I mean, there's a lot going on.
What you say?
I was about to say there's a lot going on the recruiting trail. It's just right now FSU's offering a lot of, like I told you guys, I think last week it was, if FSU can win 10 games, if they win 10, best case scenario, we win 10 games this year, I don't think it'll be seen in this class. It'll be seen next class. And FSU right now is offering a lot of guys in the 2022 class. I'm talking about they are in the mix for the #1 offensive tackle in the nation for the 2022 class. His dad went to Florida State as well, and FSU just made his top 10. So FSU's in the mix. This season is pivotal for Mike Norvell. You put out what a lot of people think you can put out. FSU's going to have a top 5 recruiting class in 2022. I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
But that's all I got on the news notes.
Save y'all questions for the after he's done with the personnel. Save your questions.
And now, we'll get into these linebackers. I'll just list off the name of scholarship backers we got, and then I'll go to the depth chart, and then impact player, who I think is the most important player, and then who I think could be a sleeper. So we got Kavion Glenn, 6'2", 229, redshirt freshman. Jaleel McCray, 6'2", 225, sophomore. Kalen DeLoach, 6'1", 208, sophomore. DeKalen Brooks, 5'10", 204, redshirt junior. Stephen Dix, 6'2", 226, true freshman. Amari Gaynor, 6'3", 215, redshirt sophomore. Leonard Warner, 6'4", 234, senior. Emmett Rice, 6'2", 220, redshirt senior. Jayan McCluster, 6'1", 206, freshman. And DJ Lundy, 6'1", 244, freshman. Now, this FSU's in an interesting position this year with all these backers, but only running the 4-2. He's running the 4-2-5. It took me a while to kind of figure out who I think is going to play starting. I think with the 4-2-5, the rotation will be significant. I think they'll rotate a lot. But I think your starters, I think your two starters, I think an inside backer, and this is just my opinion, I'll go with Emmett Rice. I think an outside backer, I think you'll probably go Gaynor. I thought maybe I looked at some other guys, but I think Amari Gaynor is just too talented to not put on the field. He's just too talented to not put on the field in some sort of capacity. So I'm going Emmett Rice. I'm going Gaynor. Backing up Emmett Rice, I got Jaleel McCray and Leonard Warner. I think those would be the 3 main rotation at inside backer. And then the outside backer was a little tougher because FSU's got a lot of players, but they also got some guys that we just don't know what we got. Like Kalen DeLoach, I don't know what we have in him. I don't know what we have in Kavion Glenn. I don't want to see DeKalen Brooks on the field. So I put Kavion Glenn backing up Gaynor, and I put Stephen Dix Jr., the true freshman, at the 3rd spot on the depth chart. And that's mainly because he was getting a lot of rave reviews in the limited spring practice that we didn't have this year. They were really happy with what they were seeing from him. So I think Steven Diggs Jr. may make his way in that rotation as a true freshman, but don't sleep on a Kalen DeLoach, or don't even sleep on the other freshman in J.M. McCuster. I think we got a lot of guys. I mean, DJ Lundy could factor in at some point in a linebacker. Even though I think Lundy might need a year or two. I mean, it'd be interesting to see. I think the Kalen Brooks is going to be an odd man out. I think he'll play special teams, but at this point, I don't really think – I think we have enough talent that I don't think the Kalen Brooks is going to be needed. Impact player, I got Amari Gainer. I think, I say Gainer's just too talented to keep off the field in some capacity. I didn't know if I wanted Gainer on the defensive line or at linebacker. I figured go back to standing up. I know last year he played more of a rush linebacker type in a 3-4. I think Gainer might benefit better from standing up on the outside. I think that's your impact player. I think Emmett Rice is your most important player in that linebacking core. Because he sets the ceiling, and if he's as good as we think he can be in his senior year, I think everybody's gonna have to bring their game up to his level, and then that just trickles down, I guess is what I'm trying to say. It's like a trickle down effect. Because if Emmett Rice has a bad season or doesn't live up to what we think, I don't know. Maybe Jaleel McCray can step in, maybe Leonard Warner can step in, but it takes away from the depth, I think. And then I think a sleeper is Kavion Glenn and Steven Diggs Jr. Those two freshmen, I think, if you get any kind of adequate play out of them, I think that rounds out your entire linebacking core. But that's all I got on the linebackers. With only two spots, there's not really much to go over.
Okay.
I think it's an important position, but I think if there's one position that the last coaching staff really recruited very well, I think it was linebackers. And I think we're solid going forward on the linebackers. I think it's one of our more talented positions. It's just we got just a lot of unproven guys that we need to see. That's all that is. But yep, that's all I got today.
Who you guys starting in the 4-2-5? I think I missed that. Who you guys starting?
At linebacker?
Yeah.
I'm going Emmett Rice and Amari Gainer to start.
Okay.
I think that gives our linebacking core a lot of speed and athleticism with those two guys.
Okay. All right. Keep your lines open. 1-727-300-7852 for you can call if you want. All right. You can ask questions in the question part of it. So any questions you have, you can begin asking questions now. Defense should be second best behind Clem Sucks. Yeah, speaking of Clem Sucks, did you hear Dabo's speech? I think it was at the Clemson protest, Polk.
I didn't listen to it, no.
I watched some of it, and what he did was you could tell it wasn't from the heart. He was reading from his notes, and then he looked up and started talking about Jesus Christ. And I was like, I'm done. Okay, I'm done.
He does that every time, you know. He does. He's
a great big phony.
He hides behind religion all the time.
Yep. Will says, who's playing the 5 in the 4-2-5?
Don't know yet. That's a linebacker kind of DB hybrid spot. I think they call it the Fox. I think Adam Fuller calls it the Fox in this defense, where we used to call it the Star. I think Fuller calls it the Fox. I think a part of me thinks Nasruddin would excel in a position like that. It's gonna be interesting to see, but I'll go over that spot next week when we talk about DBs.
Okay. Sounds good. What's the next question? Do you think Lundy would be smart to redshirt?
Yeah, I do. I think I watched, man. I remember when we picked him up at like the last minute. and a lot of people were very excited about DJ Lundy. I have a lot of questions about DJ Lundy, and mainly it has to do with how his movement, how nimble his hips are. I know he's a wrestler, so that's a good sign. And just, is he a sideline to sideline linebacker? I'm not too sure about that. I watched his tape and doesn't have any real type of big time speed. He's obviously a big boy and can hit, but he may need to lean out a little bit. I would redshirt him if I was Florida State.
Strong dude. Strong dude. Let's see here. Michael, what's up, Michael Ayers? What do you think when they come to Tallahassee? I don't know what that means, Mike. Who do y'all think starting at quarterback this year? Mike says.
Man, I think I said it Saturday.
Yeah.
The more I'm reading, I think Chuba Purdy's got the nod, man.
Yeah, definitely.
The more I'm reading and the more I'm kind of hearing different podcasts, people like with inside knowledge, I guess, if you can say that. Just the more I'm reading and hearing, Purdy really benefited from the fact that there wasn't a spring practice. So nobody's ahead, really, to be honest with you. And Purdy also benefits from this. He's had the playbook, and he's been working out with his brother, who's a top quarterback recruit. I think that accounts for something. I wouldn't be surprised if Purdy was the starter. I really wouldn't. I still kind of lean towards Jordan Travis, personally. I kind of lean towards Jordan Travis. But it wouldn't shock me at all if Purdy won the job. Yeah. And the QB question does come up every stream.
What do you think about? I don't even know who that is. Polk, maybe Nico Marcio. Do you know who that is?
Off the top of my head, no, but I'm about to look him up right now.
Yeah,
he's a pro-style quarterback in the 2022 class. Hey, I haven't really looked much at him. I see he's 100% crystal ball to Florida State, but he's not even ranked. But I'll watch his highlights, and I'll definitely get back with you on that, Tyler. Let me do some digging on him, and let me do some more homework on him.
Mm-hmm.
But I see he's got some.
So go ahead.
I was just saying, I see he's got some big time offers from USC and LSU. He's out of Arizona, so that's interesting.
All right. Tyler says it's 2020. Oh, okay, true freshman. Yeah. Lundy should play middle linebacker. Bobby says, road maker. What's up, Bobby? No Blood says, do you guys think we have a pass rush on defensive line? Yeah, I think so. Well, go ahead. Well, we can take this.
I hope so. I think Kando should be that guy. A guy like
Gainer.
I'm drawing a blank.
Rashawn Fuller.
I can't think of his name right now, but he plays DN. I'm trying to find his name. I can't think of his name. But he not Deloach. What's his name? If I see his name, I'll probably know it. But I think Kando is the biggest. Kando should be the guy. Kando was the 5-star DN that we need to. We need him to show up and show out, so to speak. I don't know if like a Dennis Briggs could do it or not. Probably not. I think Dennis Briggs might be more of a run stuffing type of defensive end. We still got to see. We still got to see who emerges.
We got that dude from Louisville, transfer.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. Garrett McClendon. He's a guy that I think has tools he's gonna be a redshirt freshman this year. But he's a guy that I think might have the tools to emerge as a defensive end. Quayshawn Fuller is another one. He was one of the top defensive ends in the state of Florida. So we got some guys. It's just a matter of it's all unproven talent, and we just got to see who emerges.
You got Deontay Williams, I think.
Yeah,
from Purdue.
From the Baylor transfer. So we got some guys. I think Janoris Robinson probably is the best overall defensive end we got. He's just not much of a consistent pass rusher. So a lot of questions. I think defensive end honestly is the only weakness I can think of on the defense.
Yep. Let's see. What do y'all expect from Det this year? I don't know, man.
I hope he benefits from moving back the corner.
Yeah.
I think Dent will be fine. It's just there's a lot of competition. That's all. As long as he comes to play, he should be all right. But there's gonna be a lot of competition at that defensive back, especially them corners. So Dent just got to come to play.
Yep. Tyler says, you're going to like this tape. Nico is a guy we are really pursuing, a lefty quarterback with a nice quick throwing motion, accurate on the run, and can slide around the pocket. Oh, okay. Lefty, huh? Nico, quarterback. Okay. Fuller is going to be a beast for FSU years to come. I hope so, Rose. Rose, are you the one with the radio podcast? That's you, right? I think that's you. Let me know if that's you with the podcast. No Blooded says, how you guys think the secondary will hold?
What was that?
He says, how do you guys think the secondary will hold? So how will they be? It comes on defensive pass rush. It's connected, isn't it?
I mean, yeah, you're right. Like, obviously, a pass rush benefits the secondary, and a secondary also benefits the pass rush. But if we're just strictly talking about a secondary, I think secondary is going to be fine. There's just too much talent across the board for that secondary. Too much competition. EMG he asked which linebacker has the best cover skills in the passing game. I think it's probably Gainer. If I had to pick one linebacker, it's probably be Amari Gainer. Amari Gainer is just he's just so athletic and so versatile. I would probably go with Gainer as the best pass covering tight end, pass covering linebacker. I go with Gainer.
Okay. Let's take the next one. I'm doing something. All right, hold on.
Let's see what we got. Jose says he does not have a podcast.
Yeah, I'm trying to find out who that is.
William asks, are we going after Dakota Mitchell? I addressed that a little bit earlier. I don't believe I can't definitely say they are or they aren't going after him. I don't believe FSU should go after him. FSU's in the running for some of the top safeties in the country. Dakota Mitchell's a 3-star. Get the big fish first. And if you miss on the big fish, then you make Dakota Mitchell a priority if you can. I just don't think. I think it's time to start playing chess and stop playing checkers when it comes to this recruiting thing. FSU's done a good job so far with scouting some pretty decent 3-stars in my opinion. But now it's time to start putting all your Florida State muscle, right? All that logo, this logo right here, it's time to start using that and get these top safeties and get these top prospects. You got Corey Collier, Amari Harvey, Terrion Arnold, and Dink Jackson. Those are the four of the top safeties in the entire nation. That needs to be our priority, not so much Dakota Mitchell. Not saying Dakota Mitchell's a bad player, but I believe there's a reason LSU moved on from him. I know he said he decommitted, but that's just nice talk for LSU saying we have bigger fish to fry. We're going to move on from this 3-star safety.
Right. Right. Hold on. Where we at? I know we're not. I said okay, 10-3. You say Sad FSU fans says this year we finish top 20, hopefully. I know we're not. I say 10-3, top 10. Yeah, 10 wins would be nice. And then win 9 in the season and win a bowl game. That would be nice. I'd be happy with 9 wins. I'd be over the moon. With 9 wins for the season, I'd be over the moon. 9-4, I'd be over the moon.
Exactly, Monet. 2 of those safeties are straight out of their backyard in Tallahassee. That needs to be the priority, not so much Dakota Mitchell.
Yeah. I noticed another trend with the running back. I haven't seen his tape yet. What's his name? Triggy.
Hargrove. Talking about Hargrove?
Yeah, we're looking good for him. But yeah. I'm noticing a trend. It's not really about stars. We're not really going. That's Jimbo's thing. This staff is really going about. He's going after playmakers. He's going after elite speed because this guy, this 3-star guy, just like Corey Wren, 3-star. I'm like, that's cool. He's 3 stars. Let's see a 5-star catch. This guy. This guy Hargrove is a track. What is a track star?
Yeah. I watched the tape. He's got good speed. He's got good vision, good balance.
Yeah, but I like more about. It's not just running. He's more of those do it all. Like they say that. I read up on him. I haven't watched the tape, but I read up. Norvell loves to do it all type backs. So that's why he's. I think he's like a Corey Wren, but you can line him out wide. You can line him at receiver. You can put him in the backfield. He can run it for you, and he's a great pass catcher. Great hands, they say. They say he has great hands.
Yeah, and he did a good job catching the ball from what I saw.
Yeah. In track, they say he's a track star. Like he 10 second 200, something like that. So that tells me that's the type of that's a pattern I'm noticing with Norvell with the oh, now it works. Okay. Where we at? When we're good, they jump on the hype train. Right. We really lost to Wake Forest, Bobby says. See that like button, people. This Nole night, Polk County, Nole, and TURNTTALLY. Some people are saying Gainer could play star. I don't know about that, man. I like him better as a pure linebacker personally. Nah, man, star. Nah, man. When I think of star, I think of LaMarcus Joyner, Jalen Ramsey. I'm thinking of like really athletic freaks. And Gainer's athletic, but star, he got to be covering receivers. He got to be able to read and run downhill, get the quarterback. You know what I'm saying? He got to do like.
I read some stuff on him potentially having Gainer play that. I agree with you though. I don't want to see that. They have better options.
Yeah. Come on, yeah.
I think Gainer better at just like you say, a pure, like you said, Tyler, as a pure linebacker. I like Gainer better as that as well.
Yeah.
While I think Gainer could cover, I don't want to see him running or trying to run with some slot receiver down the field. Like I don't want to see that.
Yeah. So Polk, you said they went live, right? Where is that?
What, War Chant?
Yeah. They never go live on Tuesdays, or
I've never seen them go live on Tuesdays before, but that's just me. Yeah, they're live right now.
Yeah, they are. I see. And Roger. Let's see. Well, yeah, I expect 8. Sad FSU fan says 9-4 with the bowl win. Yeah, that would be nice. Corbin all day, starter. Believe Beats TV. Never seen you before, Believe Beats. Welcome. I see the Nole fans starting to come out slower, but steady because the season's coming up. No Blood says before the show, let's say Happy Father's Day to you, gentlemen. Happy Father's Day to you too, No Blood. Thank you.
Thank you, No Blooded.
If you are a father, I'm sorry, if you are a father. Michael Taco. So are we running spread run option basically? Yeah. That's what it would. That's typically kind of what it is, isn't it, Polk? Spread run option. Offense, yeah.
He's I gotta watch more Norvell. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a spread run option though. I wouldn't necessarily call it that.
It's a little mixture in there with it though. It's a little run option.
More. I would call Norvell's offense not the typical pro style, but I wouldn't call it like what am I trying to say? I wouldn't call it like how Rich Rod used to run the spread option at West Virginia. It's not like that either. So it's a mix of both. I think I would go more of a pro style spread than the spread read option.
Yeah, right. Something about tight end quarters. A little bit of tight end quarters in there. He likes his packages too, from what I've seen, and I think it X's and O's, and from what I hear, like he'll go jumbo packages. He has basically Norvell. Like when you get an offensive minded coach, you want a guy that can adjust to his personnel, and that's what Norvell will do. He will adjust to our strengths, and he'll just use that. He'll use the hell out of that. Whatever we're good at, he's going to do that. That's what offensive mind should do.
He's got a very balanced attack. Like, I don't want to say it's more pass oriented, because when you look at the Memphis teams, they had multiple 1,000-yard runners in the same season. So he's going to run the ball a lot. But I believe if you look at his quarterbacks, he had guys throwing 3,000+ yards on a regular basis as well. So he's a very balanced type of play caller. So I wouldn't key in on one thing, right? I wouldn't be like, oh, we're just going to be a running team or we're just going to be a passing team. I just know he's going to move the ball, right?
Run it. Let me see. Oh yeah, we're getting packed now. Norvell don't care about stars, says Alan Boy, because he creates them. Tyler says Hamza star makes the most sense to me with his tackling ability. We have a few guys, man, not besides Hamza.
I just think Hamza makes the most sense to me too, because Hamza's 6'4", 200+, can run, hit, and if you need him to, he can cover down the field when you need him to. If you don't. Some of the other options, I think, I said Hamza. I think Gant is the one who he's a hard hitter. He can do that same type of role. Brandon Gant. Raymond Woody is another one I think you should look in that same type of role. We've got a lot of guys that can fit that role that I don't think you need Gainer in that position.
Yeah. One thing about Brendan Gant, he draws interest from me, because one thing I noticed about him, he loves to hit. Very aggressive. He loves to hit. But he needs to learn. He's not coached up right. You develop Brendan Gant. Brendan Gant could be something very, very special, because he has all the tools needed for his position. I mean, he's strong, powerful dude, can cover. It's just that he needs to be coached up right, man, and be developed. He hasn't been coached up right. I saw last season a lot of times he would make great plays, great hits, but the form tackling wasn't there. There's a lot of things he's missing, so he would get the penalty for, leading with his crown. You know what I mean?
I agree 100%.
Roughness, huh?
So I agree with you 100%.
He got to feel them unnecessary roughness calls. If he just could learn how to rein it in, the coach, he could do some real serious damage, man. He could be really special, but he has to be coached up right, man. He's at a disadvantage right now, but hopefully, Woods can get him right. Now, when I say hopefully get him right, I don't mean I know he's going to get him right. Hopefully, it's faster than what I think it will be. That's what I'm thinking.
Right.
I hope it's faster than a whole season. They'll take a whole season by it. I don't want him right by the end of this season, but if it has to be, it has to be. I'd rather him be fine, a couple games into the season, because we're going to need him. we need all we can get, basically. We need all we can get as far as development. Because development has been lacking sorely at this program. It's we got too much talent to be looking like we've been looking. It's ridiculous. Very ridiculous. But there's hope now. There's hope. Who do you got starting at DB? I know Polk likes Asante Samuel a lot. I like Asante Samuel too. I like him a lot. At cornerback. But the thing is, we have guys coming in now. Asante might still be the starter, but I wouldn't pin it. I'll pencil it in for right now. But I guess he put him at 1, and then 2. I don't give a damn. I'm pretty comfortable with what we got. Even if Asante don't start, somebody jumps him, that just means that the ceiling's been raised. I'm pretty confident in our corners. That's the one position I'm not worried about at all. We got 30 people watching that like button. Who you got, Polk? Who you think you starting at DBs?
As of right now, I think I'm gonna go with Asante Samuel, and I'm gonna go with Dotson.
Okay.
I think Dan will be backing one of those two guys up. I think Miko Dotson's gonna come in senior year and try to get one of those starting positions.
So you got him at what? See, you got him at 1 or 2, basically. You got Asante and Miko.
Probably will put Miko at maybe the field corner.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'm gonna do my homework this week though, and then we're gonna do DBs next Tuesday. So
God.
I'm really gonna I'll have that answer for you more so.
Yeah,
I don't think you can just sleep on Miko Dotson.
Nah. Even this next recruiting cycle, God, the dudes we got coming in for the next class. DBs, I'm confident we can get any DBs we want. That's the one position that we can get anybody we want. We still recruit at a high level at DB. That's crazy. We get DBs no matter what record we end up with.
I mean, yeah, look what we got so far. We got 2 4-stars and a 3-star.
Yeah. And DeMaury Tate is more of a 5-star anyway.
I'm not even counting DeMaury Tate because he's already on the team. I mean, that's another guy who, depending on how good he is, DeMaury Tate could play for starting position right away.
I know. Yeah, he could.
That defensive backfield is loaded. I mean, I know Florida State they see Jerry Jones as more of a safety, but who knows?
He could even line up at
That's what I'm saying. He could even line up at corner. So it's nasty in that defensive backfield. Honestly, there's probably no wrong answer, right?
Yeah.
I guess we just gotta wait and see who wins the battle at the end of the day.
Hey, they robbed DeMaury Tate on them stars. I bet you if DeMaury Tate went to Bama or Georgia or Clemson, he would be a 5-star.
They would have gave him a 5th star.
It's because he came to Florida State. This dude was locking down receivers all over the country. This isn't just a guy that has tape at his school. No, he went to camps. And people noticed that he was locking down the top receivers coming in from all over the country, just locking them down. And that's what they noticed about this guy. So he could quite easily be a 5-star, man. He's not a 4-star. He's not. I know about that guy. I did my research. He's not a 4-star. They pretty much robbed him. It happens. But I'm pretty sure he don't care. He knows his ability. He don't care. Let's see. Okay, makes sense. I know Memphis offense was crazy. Did they have Gainer at the stud position in spring? I don't know.
No, I don't. Did they? I'd have to look. I don't think they did though.
Okay. No blooded says yes, Mr. Collins. Oh, go ahead.
I think they were still using Woodbay at that position in the spring. But the spring is so hard to judge because he only had 3 spring practices, and then that was it. So, all that stuff was bound to change throughout. If the spring had run its course, who knows what would have happened with the spring. So it's hard to judge what was going on in the spring anyway.
Grant, he says, No Blood said he's a proud father of a 5'7" and still growing young man who played defensive line, offensive line in middle school. Okay, in the trenches. Monet says Grant's going to be good. Oh, Brittany, you talking about the running back Grant?
She might be talking about Gant.
Oh, Gant, that's what I'm thinking.
But that's who we were talking about. So I think now.
Yeah, that's right, because we're a little behind. I'm a little behind here. It's all right. Michael Taco says, yes, sir, I have a son at DB right now, sophomore year here in Oklahoma, getting ready for Tallahassee. Appreciate it. One thing I noticed about this channel, a lot of the guys I get on this channel are dads. I think it's because I always have my sons in my videos and stuff. You notice that? Like even yesterday, Friday on Miami, Fabian Lovett's dad messaged on here. Did you see that?
No, I didn't. I didn't watch you guys on Friday.
Yeah, Fabian Lovett's dad came around. He was like, that's why I was talking about Clemson. And he was like, that's why I took my son out of Mississippi State. And his name was Abdulli Lovett, something like that. And T2Y was like, who's your son? I said, oh, that's Lovett's, that's Fabian Lovett's dad. Because I put it together because his brother messaged one of my videos, one of the Fabian Lovett videos, his brother answered. And then his dad kept talking a little bit, was like, yeah, whatever. He watches, I guess. So I noticed that like it's a trend where dads are watching and stuff. So
that's dope.
So that could be a reason why you're like, hey, War Chant's going live. Well, that's fine. I'm talking to family members. You'll never hear those family members talking to them, do you? They don't come on their chats and stuff. Nope. Nope. They see that genuineness. You know what I mean?
They don't want. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes people just want to hear from people that don't have an agenda. And I'm not saying War Chant's got this big agenda, but they are a paid. Like sometimes it's good to hear from. Sometimes it's just good to hear from the real.
That's right. That's right. They got a son. They got to protect their son, man. Let's see. Oh, here we go. We got some good questions here. What up, Irv Gotti? The tight end Thomas Fadone would be a plus, says Todd Polk.
Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
Not gonna happen.
No.
This is a weird question. I don't know about this beat. B Gorilla says, who starts at center? Oh, you mean Baby and Johnson? Oh, you're asking between Scott or Johnson. Who do you think starts at center?
It's got to be right now. I'm thinking Andrew Baselli.
I've heard that too. I think you might have said that. I heard that somewhere.
Yeah, I'm thinking Baselli. I don't think they see Brady Scott as a center. He's more of a guard.
Yeah. It's between Bavion and Baselli. Yeah.
Yeah, it's between Bavion and Baselli, and probably Maurice Smith as like the third option if it comes to that.
I didn't like at all what I see out of Bavion.
Yeah, so last year I thought the team played better when Baselli was starting. I just thought something about the line looked better with Baselli starting. That's just me.
Yep. Oh, Gator Hater in the building.
Gator Hater, what's up?
What's up, Gator Hater? Monet says, we need more weak side defensive ends. Yeah, they're working on it currently, recruiting.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Nole Nation out this evening. Yeah, I can see that. Well, it's like 3 lives going on, I think, Florida State. Asante Samuels is still unproven, though. Nah, I wouldn't say that. He doesn't give up. He doesn't quit. He plays hard. I know who Asante is, so I wouldn't say he's unproven. He has a lot of room to grow.
If you think Asante is unproven, I mean, I'm not saying Asante's reached his potential yet, but if you think he's unproven, then you don't think any of the corners are proven, because he's probably the most proven corner we got.
Yeah, he's proven to me. He's made some pretty good plays. in his career. And the thing is, his plays are all downgraded because we're down by 4 or 5 touchdowns already. So when he makes a great play, it doesn't really have that same amount of feel. But he's made some great. If you take away, if you take the score out the game and see what he's done, he's made some spectacular plays. He gambles, he'll get beat sometimes. That's just the nature of the game because he's so aggressive. But
he plays
man,
like
most of the time, he's solid.
He plays. If you remember his dad, he plays like his dad. And his dad was known for gambling and trying to jump passes a lot, and it paid off for Asante Samuel Sr. He just plays like his dad, and I think Asante's.
I think he's
where he needs to be. He's where he needs to be at this point, but he's still got room to grow for sure.
Yes, sir. And we got the #1 cornerback for 2022. Yeah, cornerback's not the issue. What's up, Drip? Tyler says, if Rice continues to build on last year, do you think he gets drafted pretty high?
Emmett Rice?
That's too soon, man.
I think Emmett Rice could have a really good year and maybe still not get drafted.
No, he has to. He's gonna have to stay. He hasn't played.
Linebacker is a weird position, and like Telvin Smith was what, a 4th rounder or something like that. So it's going to depend on what he runs in the combine. What is Emmett Rice's real? What is his real weight? Because they've been listing him heavier than what he's actually been for the past few years. He's more of a 200-pound guy. They're saying he's 220 this year, so we'll see. I don't know. I don't think Emmett Rice 4th, 5th, 6th round type of pick, even with a great season. Unfortunately, I don't necessarily think he's a guy that the NFL will be looking at like that.
Right. What we at? We got some hard hitters coming 2021. Demore is a 5-star. Yeah, he is. Asante is not unproven. No, he's not. He's not unproven. Michael Ayers, yeah, me and my son look at all your shows together, right, Mike? It's something. Yeah, it's something about a daddy-son thing that I'm starting to notice that could work well for me. Yeah, I stopped listening to War Chant a year ago. Tyler says, Devin Gibson, just go look at his stats. Okay, for last year. Oh, talk about Asante. Yeah, man, he's nice for us, man. If it means anything, Deion Sanders loves Asante from day one. He loves him. He talked about him. He gave him high praise before he even came to Florida State. So that should tell you something. Gator Hater, and we were in a vicious battle for Asante Samuel with Miami. Vicious battle. Mm-hmm. They wanted Asante Samuel bad. Miami was holding on for dear life because he's from Miami. They were holding on for dear life.
Miami thought they were going to flip him.
They wanted him bad.
They thought they were going to flip him because that Asante came the year that Jimbo screwed us and all that stuff happened. Right? We don't need to go back over that. But Miami really thought they were going to flip him, and a lot of people were worried about Asante Samuel's commitment because he had went quiet for a little bit. But Asante came the same year as Dent, if I'm not mistaken, and those guys ended up coming together.
Yes, sir. This is your guy, Polk. I know you like him a lot. Will Warren Thompson emerge as an X factor in the wide receiver corps?
We need him to. I think Warren Thompson brings a big physical receiver that we need. I think that really helps opposite of Tamarion Terry. Because if you look at it, everybody else, DJ Matthews and Keyshawn Helton, they're small slot receivers. So we need Warren Thompson to be that guy. I think you're gonna see Warren Thompson really shine this year. I think he would have shined last year. You can't convince me that Warren Thompson couldn't have played better than Keith Gavin did last year. So I think you're going to see a big year from Warren Thompson. Just him being on the field alone is going to help. I'm not saying the dude's going to have 1,000 yards receiving or whatever, but just him being on the field as a threat is going to help this offense.
Right. I know you like him a lot in your video game. He be beasting. He beasting on that video game. Beasting. I don't know what the hell that was when he caught that one pass and just fell down. Nobody was even around him.
Man, the game be cheating me, man. It be cheating me.
It gave me cheating his ass. That game do be cheating, man. They do. I used to play them all the time. They do be cheating. Them games be cheating their ass off. How'd you get the roster? How'd you get everyone's roster like that? To 2014 game.
I did Florida State's roster myself. I went online and built everybody from the ground up.
Yeah.
Tried to make it as realistic as possible. So I didn't give everybody like 99 and nothing like that. But I did that myself. Every other roster on the game, so they got this thing where you can download rosters. Like someone else made it. So I just downloaded it. Downloaded up-to-date roster.
Okay. But are you gonna play another season after this? Because you should be on you should be able to go to championship run once you recruit.
Yep, I'm gonna play it. I mean, I'm gonna play as many seasons until I just get tired of it, I guess.
Yeah, because it's gonna get to once you start getting into your flow, once you start recruiting, you keep winning championships every year, about 8 in a row. You're gonna get tired of it. It's too easy. Yeah.
I at least want to get us to win one national championship, and then I'll see if I can play after that.
You feel like playing, because after that, you're just gonna keep winning championships. Yeah. Let's see. We need road graders on the O line. I think that's a typo. Road graders.
I know what he's trying to say.
Okay.
He just
Michael.
we just need some bulldozers down there. We just need
Okay.
some guys that's going to clear the way is what he's trying to say. And I agree with you, Ty. We need some guys, but we have some guys. Just hopefully now they'll be coached up. They're coached up, and we can see them flourish.
Yeah. Atkins gonna get them right.
Yeah.
Who's behind LeBourne at running back? Says Michael Atako.
That's Jayshon Corbin. That's Ladarius Webb, Anthony Grant, Toll-Feely, and all the freshmen. Toll-Feely, Wren, all those guys. But I think the three that's really going to factor in is Damian Webb, Taylor LeBourne, and Jayshon Corbin. I think those are going to be your three primary backs this year.
Yeah. And Corey Wren, if he more than likely he'll play special teams, but he'll probably be like a little what they call a little knife. The knife with all the gadgets in it.
Army knife type. I think Corey Wren, you could see him line up in the slide or stuff like that.
Yeah. I'm excited. I'm excited to see that kid. What's up, Kendrick? Don says if Akeem Dent can pick up his game by just 2%, that guy will be amazing. I think he needs more than 2%.
I think Akeem Dent was just put in a bad spot last year. He was playing a position that he shouldn't have been playing. He was playing safety. Shouldn't have been a safety. I think when you saw Akeem Dent in that last game finally play corner, he was pretty much locked down. I'm not doubting Akeem Dent's talent at all. I think he's one of the top talented corners we got. I'm just saying everybody else has talent like that as well. So Akeem Dent got to bring it. I think FSU has a great problem with the defensive backs. They got a bunch of 4- and 5-star guys back there that's ready to play.
If we play, where we at? Dent needs to start. Everybody loves Dent. Monet says, No Blood said Dent is a great cornerback. Not yet. I haven't seen nothing to say he's great. He said, only thing great I've seen is his dreads. He looks the part. He looks the part, but he hasn't. Oh no. My whole life I've seen cornerback greats at Florida State. Terrell Buckley, like guys like that. Like, no, he's not great. He has a lot to show before being
not
great.
Yet. Not yet.
Oh, he's just a name. Don says Dent could be high draft pick with the right room. Right. But he has to put the work in too. It's not just coaching. He has to want it too. So it's just all about how bad he wants it. I heard Hamza Nasruddin putting in that work. That's who I'm hearing about. I'm hearing about Hamza Nasruddin. He's back to 100%. He wants to be the best safety in the whole country. That's out of his mouth. He wants to be the best. So Hamza's putting in that work, and keep your eye on Hamza. That's the guy. Like, but Dent, I don't know. We'll see. But Hamza, we already seen what he does. He's already talking much stuff that he wants to be the best. So don't forget about them guys like that. Versus under-talented teams, Asante does very good, but Asante has a likeness of giving up touchdowns. I like him, but can't give up touchdowns. Maybe he has room to grow. Yeah, he has room to grow. But if the defense is not getting to the quarterback, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, man. It's not always his fault. I'm not making excuses for him. But it's a lot that goes in with that as well. It's like, man, a corner can't. I don't care. I don't care if you're Deion Sanders. If a quarterback sitting in that pocket 5-6 seconds, Deion's getting beat. I don't care who you got in corner. You can't cover that forever. Let's see. No, not get out. Yeah, I got him out of here. Dent, Samuels, Tate, J. Oh, defensive backs. Dent, Samuels, Tate, Travis J. He got it. That's the national team. What do you think about that, Polk? I'm not starting Travis J, bro. He got to show a lot. He's like a red shirt freshman. He ain't played last.
Travis J has to show some stuff. See, that's the thing about DBs is it's so much talent. It's so much unproven talent as well. Travis J would have to start at one of the safety spots, but you still got with Jerry Jones now, Travis J, Woodbay. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I really don't know. But I think Travis J is going to play a mix in there too. That's another guy that's really uber talented, from what I've seen.
Yeah. Dent was lit. I hear you, Mike. I know Dent was in a lot of positions. Like one game alone, he should have had like 7 picks. I know. Imagine if he caught those. Imagine if he caught those picks. The hype people would get from not just the Florida State fans, the hype people would get from the nation this year. He probably, if he would have caught those picks, he'd be an All-American contender this season. They'll be like, he's up for All-American if he would have caught those picks. Yeah, he would have a lot of hype. But he didn't catch them. He didn't catch them though. But it looked good because he was in position for a lot of interceptions. He was in position. And that was like with bad coaching. So the sky's the limit. I agree, the sky's the limit, but he hasn't put it together yet. He hasn't. So I can't just go off of hype. He doesn't even really have hype besides the Florida State fan base. Besides you guys, he don't even have hype. So I don't get the big deal.
Look, we're super young at corner. And I believe it's one of the reasons why they brought Miko Dotson in, who's the senior transfer out of FAU. We're super young at corner. I mean, I think Asante, he's a junior, which doesn't even seem like he's a junior, but I do think he's a junior. And I think Dent's going to be a redshirt sophomore this year.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then I just saw somebody put Carlos Becker's name in the mix. That's another guy that's still on scholarship. Cyrus Fagan is another guy that I'm not even mentioning. Look, the defensive backs are crazy. Next week, I'm going to definitely go deep into defensive backs. But off the top of my head, yeah, there's guys that we ain't even mentioned.
Yeah. Island Boy says, do y'all think Norvell might use Travis James some kind of package since he played high school quarterback? Yeah, he could. I know that's something Kendall Briles had talked about. I don't think Norvell's going to do it. You don't think so?
No.
Wow. We should put Dent at slot corner. Well, wherever Adam Fuller wants.
Yeah, we should put Dent. We should put Dent at whatever position he earned. If Dent earned starting job, Dent should be the starter. If he don't earn it, he don't start. We got so much talent I don't care. Honestly, I don't care who starts because I just know they're gonna be. I know they're gonna be right. You know what I'm saying? Like there's too much talent
Yeah.
in the defensive backs. I'm not too worried about who starts and who doesn't start.
Right, right.
And I think they'll rotate, and I think they'll be rotating plenty this year in that 4-2-5 as well. So I think they'll be fine.
Oh yeah. I can't wait for. Okay, here we go. All right, last question of the game. West Virginia is the most important, but if we are undefeated and about to play Clemson, do we have a chance? You have a chance any game. You have a chance any game. So I don't buy that we have no chance of beating Clemson. They say we have an 8% chance. That's a chance.
I think
because
so. Yeah. So I think the only reason the West Virginia game is the most important game is because it's the first game we're going to see Norvell's team on the field, right? We're going to see a new look Florida State team on the field. But yeah, you say if we're undefeated going into Clemson, that's going to be a big game. And you got to believe that team's going to have a lot of confidence. Now, granted, we're going to need to see how they looked in the previous games going up to Clemson. You know, are they barely winning or are they blowing teams out? You know what I'm saying? But I agree, man. Football, anything can happen. It's not like we got a bunch of scrubs on the field. We got talent too. And if it's coached right, we can play with Clemson and we have a shot.
Right. Let's see. I talked about King Becker. We brought him up. What up, Tally? What up, Pole? What's up, Sci-Fi World? I had to go back and watch some film real quick. Polk County, y'all better. What is Dennis talking about? He's just trolling. Rose says Dent will be a sophomore, but maybe will redshirt if not healthy. Oh yeah, he did get hurt. What's up, Yellow 265? Yeah, I forgot. This not even this. I don't know if he's even 100%.
Yeah, he was suffering from an ankle injury in the spring, so there is talks that Dent. You know, he could go for surgery and maybe miss the season, but
maybe.
There's so much. There's just so many guys at corner. You got Ronaldo Green. You got Jarvis Brownlee. There's just a bunch of guys that we can just keep going and going. So next week, folks. Next week, I'm gonna talk about all of the guys.
All right, where we at? Who do you see the best pass? Oh, wait a minute. Jarvis Brownlee, cool cornerback, redshirt freshman of Miami, needs some live love. Yeah, I know. Jarvis Brownlee, another one.
He started. I think Brownlee was playing some last season. Was either Brownlee or Green that I saw get burnt a couple times on the field last season. But they were true freshmen. They'll be all right.
Charles says, who do you
Isaiah Bolden?
Oh yeah, Isaiah Bolden too. Yeah, dang. He can hit too. Huh?
So yeah, there's another guy
Bolden. Woo. Tyler says, who do you see being the best pass rusher? Amari Gaynor at the linebacker. Amari Gaynor. He was recruited for that because he was a great at his coaches said he's the best guy he ever see bend the edge, come around the corner. That's why they call him Ferrari. That's our best pass rusher linebacker. It's not even close. Amari Gaynor. Do you agree with that, Polk?
Yeah, that's why they used him last year as a pass rusher because
that's his thing. He does. Yeah, that's what he was recruited for. That's why he got. That's why he was recruited. Yeah. Ronaldo Green. Oh yeah, Ronaldo Green. God damn, I forgot about him. He's a thumper too. And Woody gonna be some dogs. Yep. Hope the O-line better. My concern. O-line will be better. I'm not saying it'll be. I think it'll be too. Huh?
Yep. I said, yep, that's everybody's concern. Yes, O-line will. We're hoping be better. I think we have a legit offensive line coach. And I thought last year we had a good O-line coach too. We just gotta see what. Look, we won't know until they get on the field.
Right. It should be bigger.
I'm optimistic, but I also have my concerns about the O-line as well.
Yeah, they should be bigger and more experienced. We should be better. I mean, I don't think we can be worse. Now, I'm serious. I don't think we can be worse. Thank you, Sandra, for the donation. Thank you, War Mama 15. Hold on one moment and play a song for Sandra. She's in the building.
Coming up to $8,000 worth of prices from a huge range. Woolworths Big Mighty.
Play this for Sandra. Thanks, Sandra.
Every day.
Let's see what she says. Oh, and Yellow 265. Thanks, Yellow 265. Appreciate it, y'all. Appreciate y'all. Nah, you crazy. Hit that light. Thank you, y'all. Don says Clemson would have to have COVID for us to win that game. Will says Clemson has no wide receiver. We good. Oh, they got wide receivers. That's just one guy went down.
Football games ain't won or lost at the wide receiver position. So that
no, not at wide receiver.
If
Trevor Lawrence went down, maybe. Right. I mean, that's a reason to win. We'll see. We'll see. I have Dennis blocked. No, I didn't block Dennis. I just have him in timeout for 300 seconds. Oh, you said you had him blocked. No Blood says, Mr. Tally and Polk, have a great evening. I have to leave. I'm very tired. My son's school football team has started workouts. You guys have a good evening. See you next Tuesday for No Night. Thanks, No Blooded. Unless we have an upcoming Jameis we don't know about, and with the great online, no way we beat Clemson. Well, we'll see how Chapel comes. You don't know that, man. A quarterback can change everything. Polk County, he has Yellow 265 says Polk County. I used to hang in Winter Haven back in the day.
Okay.
Is that in Polk County?
Yeah. I'm from Lakeland, so.
Oh, okay. FSU was DBU. I agree with that, Duval. No. Yep. O-line, no more concern. Everybody seems sold on Atkins. I don't know why.
Well, I think it's a combination. I think it's a combination of Atkins and Chris Thompson, who's the offensive line coach at TCU. Atkins just had a player drafted in this last NFL draft. Can't say that about any Florida State offensive lineman. And he did it at Atkins was coaching at, I think, what school was he coaching before he came to Florida State? Wasn't it like a D2 school and he just got a guy drafted on the offensive line?
Yeah, I think it was a D2. I forgot.
It was a lower tier school though, I know that. I don't remember the school, but it's a lower tier school. He just had a guy drafted. Chris Thompson, TCU former O-line, who's at Florida State now. He's had multiple offensive linemen drafted. I think that's why the optimism is there. Because if you can get guys drafted at these lower tier schools, you should be able to get Florida State players, be able to boost them up and get them drafted. I think it's the combination of that and just if you watch his interviews, he's very charismatic, seems like a really good recruiter. So I think that's why people are high on Atkins.
He has a high respect among coaches too, as far as being a teacher and motivator. Yeah, so
Charlotte,
he's
that's Charlotte D1.
I don't know,
I don't
but
think
he's
Charlotte's D1.
very highly regarded, respected guy around the country. So the players, he's a players guy. The players love him. Like offensive line, they love him. Like everywhere, like where he's been at, they all love him. Like they really do. They all respect him, the players, everything.
I
Just
think Charlotte.
huh?
I think Charlotte just recently made the move to D1, but still, it's
Charlotte.
Charlotte.
Yeah. Right. Miami's looking good in recruiting they're getting. Man, who cares? Sandra, they ain't gonna do nothing with it. They never do. Don't worry about them. Let's see.
Yeah, Sandra, how you go from donating $15 to then talking about Miami? What are you doing?
Yeah, you feeding Dennis. You making Dennis think they doing something over there.
Yeah, you making Dennis and John Shields, you making them feel good. We ain't here to make them feel good.
No. They see we feeling good. They try to make themselves feel good from us. Like, get out of here. Go to your Miami channels and lie to yourselves. Like y'all always do. Where we at? Charlotte. Yep, Charlotte. Atkins was in Charlotte. Sandra's laughing. Corey says, I think they're D1. They went to a bowl game.
Yeah, I think they just recently made the move up to D1 though. But either way, man, still, you get a guy at that school, an offensive line drafted. I mean,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. Sandra, I understand you got to keep an eye on them, right? I totally get that. But will you sit there on the Miami podcast for 2 hours to keep your eye on Miami? Because I can't do that. I can't sit on their podcast for 2 hours. I don't care. That's them coming over here to my channel, sitting here for 2 hours trolling and come on, like seeing what we got. That's them. I don't do that. I don't care enough. I just do a quick Google. Or so. I don't even do that. Sandra says, Polk, how your live games going? Hope you are beating them teams.
You beat everybody but Miami. Let's just put it like that.
Oh, Lord. Well, yeah. Guys, Dent was playing high school football. Get straight up starting time at Florida State. Hey, y'all, don't talk about Miami. Let's leave Miami. This no night. We ain't doing that tonight. We do that every other day. We do that. Just ignore it. Ignore the trolls, man. Dent was playing high school football. Get straight up starting time at Florida State off the bat. He is light. Just needs some quality time. Trust me. Okay. Where we at?
Yeah, I don't disagree with you. Like I said, Dent was played out of position in his first full year of playing, so that accounts for something. You can't use a corner at say like everybody's not versatile like that, and Dent was never very good at safety, so he needed to be playing corner the whole time. Dent's gonna be fine. No one's saying Dent's not gonna be fine. Who said that comment? Don. No one's saying Dent's not a good player. I'm just saying there's a bunch of good players, and if Dent don't show up, Dent gonna get left. That's all I'm saying.
Especially that ankle. Especially that ankle's tight.
Right, and like and he is legitimately hurt, and there have been talks of him taking surgery and missing some time. So he just might just want to redshirt and call this year a wash and be ready for next year. Like so Dent's got some question marks, no doubt. Dent's got some question marks.
Mm-hmm. Tyler says, where we at? Oh, that Florida game on your channel was a nail biter. You dominated.
That Florida game was pissing me off.
You won by a point.
Yeah.
That was wild. The way Felipe Franks was gashing y'all, was passing it. That was ridiculous.
Felipe Franks.
Felipe Franks. But your defense played, even though you only won by a point, it was kind of a high scoring game. Your defense played like they actually were making impact plays. Like they usually don't make impact plays like that. Like they were really getting to the quarterback.
Yeah, that second half we started doing some good things.
Your secondary wasn't doing much of anything, but your defensive line was really good. Marvin Wilson and Robinson, beast. J-Rob, beasting.
I like having games like that because I feel like people like watching games like that. People don't want to watch me win. Nobody don't want to watch me win 42-7 and stuff like that. So even though it's aggravating and I get frustrated, I feel like that's better stuff for people to watch.
Yeah. This is Nole night. You got Turnt.TALLY in Polk County. No, we just did giving you the news. Florida State news, baby, like nobody else can. We get it. I know we the talk of the town right now on YouTube, baby. Growing. Hold on. Because nobody do it like us. Let me see. I lost my comment board. God dang it. Hold on, y'all.
I think you left off with Tyler.
Yeah, go ahead.
Sandra says, "Gold nose always." Jay Gutter, what's up? He says, "What's the latest on Anthony Grant? Heard he was dealing with some things last year. Hopefully he's good." Yeah. As far as I know, Anthony Grant is now back with the team. Expected to be a part of the team this year. I still don't know what happened with him last year. I don't know if anybody knows other than the people close to the situation why Grant wasn't on the team last year, but apparently he's back and ready to play. So we'll see what's going on with Grant. But thanks for that question, Gutter. Sandra asked, did FSU get any recruits today? No, ma'am, we did not. Tyler answered Sandra, okay. Yes, ma'am.
Oh, one thing, Sandra, I know I said I wasn't going to do this, but one thing, Sandra, as well, you got to remember who's the number one decommitting program in the country. Don't go by that. It's too early in the when Manny Diaz bottom fall out too.
Hey,
to
that point, man, this year I believe you're going to see a lot more decommits this year. Because I think a lot of kids committed because COVID blurred up a lot of opportunities. Kids didn't know if they were going to be able to still travel, take visits. I think you're going to see more decommits this year than you've seen in previous years. I don't know if that's going to benefit Florida State, but I do think that's something to look at. I think you'll see a lot more decommits this year.
She's worried. Oh, Paul, tell me this isn't always the point. They always number one before in preseason. They always number one class the year before the cycle. Always. Peep game. If you check, because you got to remember, I'm a person that's always pay attention. I always pay attention. Even before I got this channel, I was always deep into recruiting. This what I'm doing right now is nothing new to me. I was going around the Florida State fan pages giving them information from recruiting. That's what I do. And I'm telling you, Miami for the past couple of years, that's their MO. They always start off top 3 with a top running back, top this, top that. And then their class always falls out. Then number one, they've had more decommits than any other program in the past, I think, 10 years. Like, it's not even close. Like, that's just what they do, man. I don't know. It's like players use them for, like, leverage. I've noticed. They use Miami for leverage. They do. Let's see. More smoke, right? More smoke, nothing substantial. Jay Gutter, can you tell folks, no fans to leave Chubba Purdy mom and sister alone? They fine though. Oh, they.
I haven't seen pictures of them. Are they?
Nah, hold on a second. You done started something now. I'm about to Google this.
I'm about to look up their parents. Yeah.
I'm about to Google this. I got to verify for professional reasons, of course. So So Chubba Purdy, what do you say? His mom and his sister?
Yep.
They both fine? All right, let me look here. Let me have a oh, goodness gracious. Hold on a second. Okay, I see his mom. Let's see. Man, she's a good looking woman, man. But come on, man. Y'all some come on, man. She looks like a mom.
Yeah, she's all right. Yeah.
Leave his mom alone, you goddamn perverts.
That's what I found. I found that. I don't know how much I can see that.
Let's see his sister. Pervert, man. She look like a mom. She look like a mom. Oh, Brock Purdy got him bad. Brock Purdy, oh man, Brock Purdy got him bad. His older brother got a bad girl. Of course he do. God, a bad.
Yeah, he better start making millions.
Brock Purdy got a bad brunette, boy. Dang, she make him look like, she stand next to him, make him look like Davo Sweeney. She's so pretty, man. She make him look like Forrest Gump up in here, standing next to him. That girl pretty, man. Where we at? His sister, is that his sister? Oh, it's his sister. He got a cute sister, but come on. I want to hug the girl. I ain't even thinking that way. I just want to give her a hug. Like she's a cute girl. Yeah, she is pretty. His sister pretty. But come on. And so what you saying? The Florida State fans are what, they all over them or something, stalking them or something? Must be. Brock Purdy girl, she just came up because I put in Chubba Purdy. His girlfriend's pretty, man. Man. Small waist and everything. UNC over there building something. Hey, Tyler, get that time. Don't screw it up. It's UNC, man.
They are recruiting pretty good, though, man. They recruiting pretty good this year, though.
They're pretty good. They're on a good run. We'll get, man, we Florida State. I am not worried about UNC Tar Heels. The banana Tar Heels, man, I ain't worried about them. We Florida State, man. They only taking advantage of our downtime. Once we, man, come on, please. Please, North Carolina, please. Let's be real. We gonna get the Florida talent. They ain't gonna have no chance. Let's see. I punched in at number 32. I don't know what that means. Florida STB. This is another Florida State fan I've never seen before. What's up, Florida? Oh, State. I joined in late tonight. Florida's in the top 10. Are they really that good? Nope. I was talking to a Florida Gator fan last night. Nope. He even know that. He's like, no, man. I spoke to a realistic Gator fan last night. He was like, no, we ain't gonna get no national championship. We may beat, he's still thinking behind Georgia and Bama and stuff. So no. They'll be, they might get 10 wins. I mean, but that's what Dan Mullen does, right? He's like a Mark Richt. They'll get the 9-10 games. Florida's doing good. That's we try to get there, right? So I'm not knocking them. But a national championship program, Mullen hasn't recruited good enough. I think Dan Mullen's a national championship coach, though, but not recruiter, though. It doesn't matter if you're not getting the plays. It don't matter how good of a coach you are. So he hasn't recruited well. He hasn't. Can you imagine if we had them type of wins, what we would get in the class? Think about that. Think about what we would get as far as recruits if we had 10 wins for like 2 straight years. They've had like 2 straight 10 win seasons. And they haven't recruited at a high level. They haven't out recruited Georgia. They still haven't out recruited Bama. They can't get over Clemson. They're not the top. They're not the top. They haven't done it. Thank God. I'll tell you one thing. Thank God he can't recruit. I'll tell you that. We be in trouble. Like Polk said before. We said it before. If Dan Mullen could recruit, we'd be in trouble.
If Dan Mullen wasn't such a cornball, we'd be in trouble.
We'd be in big trouble at Florida State. I ain't gonna lie. That'd be a hard hill to climb. I tell you. Oh man. Let's see. Oh, hug. Yeah, Drew. You can laugh. I ain't no pervert. That girl look like it's a little sister, man. She young. Let's see. Josh Shields in timeout again. Jay Gutter, is Mike Norvell a running up type of coach?
Why do I care about Uncle Lou's projection?
What?
I was reading that comment. It's like, why would anybody care about Uncle Lou's projection? Like, no one gives a damn about that.
Right. Dude's a troll YouTuber. I thought, hey, Polk, don't worry about it. This is what's going on. I told T2Y the same thing. I pretend like I didn't watch it because I knew it was what they was going to do.
Right.
Bobby Durkins trolled them. The whole Miami thing. He didn't even give them a good season pre. He like laughed at him. He said, "You're going to suck. Florida State's better than you. They got players." Bobby Durkins broke it down and gave you a real breakdown of why he thinks Florida State's going to beat Miami. Right? He said we should win 10 games just off of talent. He said you're not going to beat my Clemson. You're not going to beat this, that. But I see y'all. Y'all can win. Y'all have more talent than everybody you're playing except us and the Gators. So I watched that, and that's the one T2Y got a little upset with and made that respond. But the reason they're going with what's his face, Lou, not because it's a good breakdown and this and that, it's just because he said Miami's going to win. And all he said was, and when T2Y said that, Uncle Lou, blah, 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 I said, I knew you were gonna do. I knew you were gonna do this. He started laughing. I said, I knew you were gonna do this. I watched it. I just want to see what you're gonna say. What Uncle Lou said was this, since they want to get some attention. I'll give him a little bit of attention. What Uncle Lou said was, I don't know what Miami has. I don't know what Florida State has. Their games have pretty much gone to trash bin. I don't know. I'm just gonna go with. I'll just go with Miami because they're at home. Rivalry game. I just go with them. And that was it. And he went on to the next game. These guys are crazy. Like they have to hope for anything because they have sucked for so long. They just have anything they're grabbing for you. Man. Huh?
We're their Super Bowl.
Yeah. We're the little brother complex. They got to grab for anything. What's up, Carla? Carla Freeman, where you been? Florida State. Do we have a good kicker? I don't know. We got Mastronomo. Unproven. Yeah. I know we got Australian punter. That's good. I think. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And we did have Mastronomo is the number one. One of them, Willie Taggart recruited this kicker, number one kicker in the country.
I think Fitzgerald was the number one kicker.
Yeah. So
but he hasn't kicked at the college level yet, but we'll see. I'm not worried about kickers.
Huh?
I honestly haven't been too worried about kickers. So I mean, I guess we'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Yeah, when it comes up, right? Nobody cares about the kicker until he misses.
Doesn't matter.
Nobody cares about the kicker until he misses. When he makes it, yeah, you're supposed to. Now move out the way. Next. It's a hard life being a kicker. The only love a kicker gets is when he makes the last play of the game kick. That's the only love you'll see a kicker get. Let's see. Dan Mullen is still trying to learn to moonwalk in his bedroom mirror. That dude's trash. Yeah, Dan Mullen can't recruit, y'all. But he can. I think he can coach, though. Offensively, he can coach. And he can put staffs together. But his weakness is recruiting. Thank God. Did y'all see Miami talking about the class they have now would beat FH? Oh, God. So I guess they got the number one quarterback in the country, and in that class is going to take out anyway. So I guess they got the number one quarterback. I hope if they can say they would beat the 2000. Like, come on,
Miami don't even have a quarterback in this class,
right? But they will beat. Come on, moral victory. Moral victories. Woulda, coulda, shoulda. Next year, when the state of Florida players can get paid, I can see the top recruits staying in state. Yeah. That's why it's even more imperative that we win this year. Even more imperative that we win games this year now, because now we get an edge for about 2 seasons. We might not even have to win and still get the players. If you can pay them, we might still get them. But I would rather win game, of course. But we might still get it. We could go probably win 6, 7 games and still get the guys we want just because of that law. So, yeah, and we get a 2-year head start too over everybody else. California said they're gonna do it next, but not till 2023. So once you see our class start flying up the rankings, you know why. Luke died. Are you kidding? Are you just playing? You said Luke died. You playing? You talk about Uncle Luke. Next year, when the state of Florida players can get paid, I can see it. Yeah. FSU. All right. I don't know who this idiot is. Judge Juno, get a life. Idiot. Uncle Luke. Yeah, they're just stupid trolls. See when I told you, when I broke it down to y'all fans and told y'all the truth, you see how the trolls got angry and started coming in? Yeah, that's what they do, right? Pharrell said, hey, what's up, Pharrell? I'm late. I'm here. What's good? What's good, baby? Yeah, can't even spell his name. I got him out of here. Anyone is better than Ricky. I can't wait until our nose are back on top. Mike Merrick says, did see what everybody say, right? Sandra says Ricky is okay. Oh, we took a basketball recruit from the Gators. Who would that be, Sandra? I can't wait for basketball. Honestly, I can't wait. I can't wait. So who did we take from the Gators? Is it a? We need some bigs. I want a big. I want a big. That's what the class is missing. A big. We got the backcourt sold up. We're gonna have the best. We're gonna have the best backcourt in the country. If not top 3, it'll be #1 class. Oh, you put it on the page? Okay, I'll check it out. Would you put it up? Was it recently? Oh, you put it up recent. I see it. Okay, so.
Yeah, I thought it was baseball, not basketball.
Did you say baseball or basketball?
She said basketball, I think, but I thought it was baseball.
Where'd you put it at, Sandra?
Because I know they just took a Florida baseball recruit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it's a baseball player, and it's Sandra. Yeah. Okay. Gotta be more specific. But we need some bigs though. On the we'll get it. Hamilton always gets those, man. I don't like the bigs we got right now. I don't like them foreign dudes. Like a Polish dude, a European. Nah, man. One of them two I like. He plays with a lot of patch, but he's a depth guy. He's a rah, play hard. I like his heart, but he don't have. No, man, not for a championship team. He's not a scorer. He's not good in the post. He's rough though. He'll beat you up, and yeah. I forgot his name, but he's Polish. Oh, baseball. Don says, I miss you, Auntie. Come out and play. Auntie at work. My auntie's a nurse, man. So she ain't got time. She come on when she can and comes on, you know. But yeah, she's a nurse. She's always tired, man. All right, it's me for Polk. Is Norvell a run-it-up type of coach? We need some get back. I want to see us putting up 40 points. Spurrier style.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I can't answer that one. I don't know.
Spurrier.
My guess is if he had the chance to, maybe. I mean, but you know, some of these coaches, you get up too much, they're gonna put the backups in. I don't know.
Spurrier was a pretty good troll back in the day, man. I couldn't stand him because
Spurrier was a troll.
Yeah, I might have liked him more if I was a Gator fan. I think I just didn't like him because I was biased. He was kind of a dick, though, even the Gator fans. But I think that's kind of what they liked about him. A Gator fan put a post up yesterday. This is why I brought him up. A Gator fan put a post up yesterday. It was very funny. It was a quote Spurs said back in the 90s when Peyton Manning was playing. Because you know Peyton Manning could never beat the Gators Tennessee, right?
I know.
Peyton Manning came back for his senior year right? He made the announcement, I'm going to play for Tennessee my senior year. So the Tennessee fans are going nuts, you know, blah, blah, blah. Spurrier comes out with this quote. He says, I guess he wanted to be, what did he say? I guess he wanted to be Mac. I don't know if it's Mac, but whatever conference or something, he goes, I guess he wanted to be Mac Player of the Year 3 straight times. Boy, it's so funny. It's so funny, man. I was dying laughing. And then the Gator fan put next to it, this is my coach. And it had the laughing emojis. Man, that was funny, man. Spurrier. Yeah, Peyton Manning wasn't good. I didn't like Peyton Manning in college at all. I didn't like him at all in college. He got really good at NFL, but I used to laugh at him in college. Like, he put up big numbers, but he just, in pressure situations, he always choked, man. He'll trip over his own feet. Like, yeah. Peyton Manning. But he ended up being a man, though. Baseball team going to be solid, says Tyler. We'll stay on the list a little bit longer. Seems like it's kind of dying. Dan Mullen doing a thriller during remote recruiting sessions. Really? You know, I got
to. Dan Mullen is so weird. Him and his wife are weird.
Dan Mullen, what? Dancing? I gotta find this, man.
His wife like kissing the players, man. So
yeah,
nothing surprises me when it comes to that.
Dan Mullen is the dancing queen. Oh no, I've never seen Dan Mullen dance. I'll check it out when I get off the live. Oh, wife. The wife shows off dance moves on TikTok. I might have to show y'all this. Let's see. Oh no. I've never seen him dance in oh God, they're so lame. I'm gonna put this up for y'all, man. I haven't even pressed play yet, and they're standing there looking at each other about the dance. Like, they are so lame. Here we go. Y'all ready? Oh God. Here you go. Check this out, Polk. Hold on. Oh no. Oh God. What the hell is that? What the hell you do? Oh Lord.
That's their coach. That's all I'm gonna say. That's their coach.
The Dan Mullen dance. What's up, y'all? It's a TikTok. I put in time out for having an opinion, Judge.
No, that's not why you got put in time out. You got put in time out because you say stupid shit. That's why you got put in time out.
Because you're a dick, man. You're being a dick. Devil Sweeney doesn't believe in Black Lives Matter. All he cares about is winning games. Yeah, that reminds me, Will. I got a video coming out tomorrow night. I'm going in on Dabo again. And the team, and the Tigers, and Taj Boyd, Deshaun Watson. So be on the lookout for that tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Here's another Dan Mullen. Oh, he dabbing. He doing dab. Oh my God. Oh God.
Oh, that's embarrassing.
I didn't know this existed. I didn't even know this existed. I didn't know he was doing all this. What's he doing?
He's a weirdo, man.
What's he doing? And what's wrong with his chest? Why look like somebody like caved it in with a shovel? What's wrong with it? Oh, he's so weird. All right, let's see. Arch Manning, FSU quarterback. He trying to be Dabo Sweeney, maybe. Mixing away. Blackman starting. Davis trying to get you started, Polk. Blackman starting. Cornball. Yeah, he a cornball. Any questions, y'all? Any questions for Polk?
You really want to see, seriously, guys, you really want to see Blackman starting? Come on.
I don't think he do. I think he want to mess with you or mess with us. I don't know. I think he messing with you. The Danby don't want to see Blackman. He know better than that. The Danby seem like the type that actually, you know, analyzes and looks like he don't go with it. Rachel, MSNBC. Oh, okay, Sandra. Rachel, MSNBC. I can't stand CNN. I can't. Oh, it's NBC though. I don't trust none of them. I don't trust none of the networks. You better off. Nah, you better off watching YouTube, Sandra, and listen. And channels on YouTube will give you real information. This news ain't gonna give you nothing, man, except rile you up and do something stupid. Just be careful with the news. They just want to rile you up. Both sides, Fox and CNN, both a joke. I'll be here for the next breakdown defensive backs. Yeah, Tyler, we'll stay on a little bit longer. It's up to Polk. I don't really care.
I don't have nothing to do.
Huh? You got nothing to do? Me either.
I don't got nothing to do.
I got more. All I got to do is more work when I get off of here. I got to finish up the video that I'm going to put up tomorrow. I do every Wednesday night. So I'm not done when I get off of this. Yeah. Huh? You say something? Hit that like button, baby. It's Nole Night, TURNTTALLY in Polk County. No, hit us with some questions, man, and we'll stay on longer. Just hit us with some questions, something, anything. You see that like button?
I think we made that sour push Judge Juno. I think we made him mad.
No, I think I typed. Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah,
no,
yeah.
Look what he wrote.
Uh-oh. I ain't see it. Where is that? Is he gonna get blocked?
You should block him. I want me to read it to you. He dropped a lot of F words.
Oh no!
I see it. He says, "How about this? How about this for stupid shit? F the Seminoles and this trash channel. I live in Tally, Norvell. Pissy can't coach. I've been to the practice. I've been to the practice. Something flew. I'm out. Okay.
Whatever.
So I guess he wrote that and decided to leave. So
went back under his with Mama Cockroach under a rock. Okay. Who cares?
I don't know.
Are there any? Wanda says, are there any more transfers?
Not as of right now.
Not right now. I think we're done. I think we're done with transfers.
I think at this point we might be done with transfers.
Let's see. Yeah, Sandra. Like I watch AMTV. I even watch Mark Dice. I don't trust that dude either, but they have good information. I don't really like it. Some of the people are good. AMTV, We Are Change, Dabu 777. I watch a lot of people. I watch everybody, and I watch both sides. I don't just watch, the Black Lives Matter. I listen to both sides. I listen to the conservatives. Conservatives ain't looking too good right now. I'll tell you that, because I'm more conservative, and I'm not liking what I'm seeing from the conservatives. I'm not liking it at all. And I'm more of a conservative. So, but yeah, I listen to both sides. Drip says, if Purdy starts, do you think Altmaier could come in and overtake him as a freshman year of redshirt and learn the playbook? That would be hard. That would be really hard. I wouldn't want it to happen. You would want, when you get your program humming, you would want to sit the quarterback and just wait turns. But go ahead, Polk. Go ahead.
I was gonna piggyback off what you were saying. Like, I don't think it's a good sign if Altmaier comes in next year and starts day one. Like you would hope that whoever starts keeps that job at least for the foreseeable future, right? And then Holtmeyer eventually would get his chance to play, but you can't be changing quarterbacks every single year. You're never gonna accomplish what you want to accomplish if you're having a different starting quarterback every single year.
Yeah, I'm gonna block him, Don, if I see him again. I can't block him because I timed him out. Until he comes back. Devin says Blackman only has a deep ball. Yeah, he's damaged. Damien says, then who's starting? Can Travis throw, or are the other two ready for this level? That's what we're gonna find out. Chubba's already better than Blackman. He didn't even take a snap yet. So top
was
quarterback.
Like seriously though, like that question, like are the other two ready for this level? Was Blackman ready for this level? Blackman was never ready for this level. He was thrust into it. So I mean, I can make the case that Blackman still isn't ready.
Good point.
So I would take.
You got Blackman who came in as a what? I don't even know how he's a 3-star, but he came in as a 3-star. And you got Chubba Purdy, who's the number 9 quarterback in the country, coming out number 9, a blue chip, top 10 quarterback coming out. He could have went to anybody. So you better hope that he starts. You better hope. That's what we hoping for, so we get some wins, man. Online transfers are very welcome. Michael Ayers, can Purdy run? Hell yeah, he runs a 4.45, a 4.47 maybe. I don't know, 4.45, whatever it is, 4.4. He runs a 4.4.
I think Warchant did a recent interview with Purdy, and he said he models his game after Lamar Jackson. Now, I'm not saying he's Lamar Jackson. I'm not saying he's Lamar Jackson, but he said he likes when asked who his game was like or who he liked as a pro. He said Lamar Jackson was the guy that.
Woo. And his arm is way better than Lamar Jackson was when he came out of high school. It's not even a comparison. Lamar ain't get a good throwing motion. He couldn't until he went to pro. But he took him, so he had the right coaches at Baltimore. But this kid is already got it. His coach, his dad's a coach, so he's been growing up the whole time. All his mechanics, all that stuff is polished. He's ready to go, man. He's ready. Do you think we can get Trigg back? Yeah, well, of course we can. We can get Trigg back. I'm not holding my breath. I don't care that much. What do you think, Polk? Can we get Trigg back?
I think they're still working on it. I mean, from what I've heard, they still have communication. But FSU has, I don't want to say they moved on from Trigg, but they have started offering other tight ends. They're not. If Trigg wants to play the games, then FSU's going to go on about their business. So
we don't need that. We don't need that at Florida State. Jay Gutter says Blackman isn't going down without a fight. I would hope that. I would hope so.
I don't expect him to. He should be out there trying to fight.
If Norvell starts Blackman with folks, just own Norvell. No, but if he losing games, they will.
Right. People will be like, okay, that's who you want to go with. That's cool. But as soon as James Blackman has that game where he throws 3 or 4 interceptions, that's it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah. Norvell will start losing that little wagon. He'll start losing me too. I can't deal with that. The quarterback position will be a war between the ears. May the best guy win. Well, not just that, because the ears. No, not just that, man. It's everything. Speed, arm strength, accuracy. Like we got quarterbacks now. Young, but we still talented. But David says Purdy is more like Russell Wilson. I don't know, man. No,
bigger than Russell Wilson, but I can see that comparison.
Purdy's big though.
But he's way bigger than Russell Wilson.
Purdy will run you over. Look at the tape. He will run you over. He can run over you, around you, stop and just toss it down the field or roll. Man, that tape is impressive. His tape is impressive, man. Keith Van Horn said, Michael says, wow. Keith Van Horn, wide rector, 6'2". Yeah, will he get some clock? Yeah, he should at the half. What do they call it? Polk position? Running back? H-back.
He'll be in that full back, tight end position, but yeah, H-back.
He runs a 4.4, so we'll see what he got. You're going to have some hands. Can he block? It's more that goes into tight end than just speed and whatever, and running routes and catching. You got to be able to block. A few things you got to do. Tight end, we're going to be good at tight end. We're going to be really good. I think that's more of a wide right type, changing position, stuff like that. That'll never happen again on the Norvell. That's just first year head coach. You got to do stuff like this. It might work out, it might not, but we're gonna be tight end you, man. We're gonna have some great tight ends come through this program, right? Especially the next cycle. We're gonna have some good tight ends that we haven't seen in a long time. And tight ends do so much for your offense. Oh, they do that. To me, they're the quarterbacks. What's the word I'm looking for? You know what I'm talking about. They're like an extra protection for the quarterback. Even if your line is not doing well up front, they're an extra protector. Like as soon as they come through, just you know what I'm saying, just run a little 4-yard pattern, 5 yards and hit them. Especially if they're good, man. Routes and fat, yeah. Tight ends could help the quarterback, especially young quarterbacks too. Great security blanket. That's the word I'm looking for. Tight ends to me are a security blanket for the quarterback. Will says, I pray Miami lose the first game so they can bench King. Man, don't even worry about it, man. Don't worry about it. They'll screw up they'll screw the pooch. Don't even worry about them. Drip said, I think I see a little Baker Mayfield and Purdy. Yeah.
Again, Purdy's bigger than Baker Mayfield.
Bigger. Yeah, but I see more Baker than who's the other guy, Russell? I see more. I like that comparison better. Baker Mayfield. Yeah, I can see that. A slinger, gunslinger. We'll put one leg up and just just pop that bitch off the Jump in the air tosses. I can see that. Boy, my mouth watering right now. My mouth's watering.
Oh no, man! I gotta watch Purdy live and see who I compare him to. But
my mouth is watering for that kid. Like, I can't wait. Man, it's gonna be nice. Let's see. Tyler says, oh, okay. Corey says, if Purdy starts and don't do well, do you think he'll be damaged? No, because we have better coach. Novell's a better coach, and you got that guy. He won't be damaged, and you got the other guy, the offensive coordinator, Dillingham. He won't be damaged, man. He might go through some freshman pains, or he might not. You don't know that because look how Howell's looking at UNC. Look at that quarterback for Boise State, true freshman. Look how he looked first game against us. So it's a new era. Quarterbacks don't always come in like some of them come in ready to go.
Yeah, you got to remember, James Blackman was forced into playing time because of necessity, because we didn't have anything else.
Yep.
Purdy, look, Purdy's gonna start if he earns it. They're not gonna force him out there if they don't feel like he's ready.
Yeah.
I'm not too worried about him getting out there and then not playing well. And plus I believe when you're a coaching staff, you understand that when you make that move to a true freshman, then you're kind of making that move, and you just gotta stick with it regardless of the outcome. They have other options, right? If you don't think Blackman's the guy, then you go with Jordan Travis and you make that move until Purdy's ready. Whoever you put at the quarterback, if it's not Chubba Purdy, it's going to be the person that is going to help groom Chubba Purdy to be because at the end of the day, Chubba Purdy's the future.
Yeah.
Him or Tate Rodemaker, but I think Rodemaker might need a year or two to really be a factor.
Mm-hmm. Where we at? If Purdy starts, okay, where we at? Purdy has a name too. That's a big deal. He has that franchise quarterback name. Yep, his brother, right? They say he's better. No, man, no, a dang B. Come on, bro. Chubba's, what did you say? You say he's like Dan Kendra? No, he's not like Dan Kendra.
That's the name I have.
Dan Kendra? That guy couldn't throw. He was a fullback playing quarterback. What do you say?
Yeah, that's a name I haven't heard in a while.
No, man. He was strong and could run, but he couldn't throw.
Yeah, no.
He had no business playing quarterback. Dan Kendrick should have been a linebacker. Duval Nole says Chubb is better than Tim Tebow with a better arm. Yeah, I always compare him to Tim Tebow. I say he's Tim Tebow. He's a bigger Tim Tebow with a better arm.
I think Tim Tebow's bigger. Tim Tebow's bigger than him. Tim Tebow like 6'3". But
he won't be.
But I think he's definitely a better thrower than Tebow.
Yeah.
Well, is he the competitor that Tebow was and stuff like that? I mean, that remains to be seen. But
yeah, we don't know that yet. But yeah, he has a higher ceiling than Tim Tebow ever did. He has a way higher ceiling. Like he's gonna be in the NFL.
I know Tim Tebow gets all that hype and that credit, but you got to remember how loaded those Florida teams were, man. I don't want to take away from Tim Tebow's accomplishments on the college level, but those Florida teams were stacked.
Yeah,
they were stacked.
Yeah, sure were. Yeah, because Urban Meyer can recruit. Not fairly, like it's illegal, but he can recruit.
Right.
Devin Gibson. What do y'all think about Bailey Hockman? Trash. I think he's trash.
Yeah, I don't think he would have did any better. I mean, you saw what we did to Bailey Hockman when we played him last year.
Yeah.
They killed that kid, man.
we beat his ass on the ground and the scoreboard. Like it was,
we weren't good last year, so just imagine Bailey Hockman. No, man.
It felt personal too. It felt personal. It was NC State, like they just wanted to hit him. It felt personal. Don says he likes Purdy. The quarterback battle will be epic.
Yep. Quarterback battle will determine a lot.
Yep. Hurricane, what's up, Hurricane T2Y? He says, I see you barely beat Florida in your video game.
But I beat him, though. But I beat him, though. That's all that matters. I beat him. And next year, we're going to beat Miami. We coming back.
That's all he wanted you to say. Say Miami. You think the O-line will need a fullback? Well, I'm going to answer this first. I'll give it to Polk. He goes in bunch formations. I watched a video recently about Norvell. He likes bunch formations, like on the goal lines, I guess 3rd and inches, which I love that too. I've even heard on podcasts, don't be surprised if we start seeing a package with Marvin Wilson for short yardage gains. Go to a bulk. Who else they said? They said Jamarcus Chapman is big and athletic. Could be for short yardage situations. What's your answer for that, Polk? I'm pretty sure we're gonna do a lot of this scheme.
From what I heard, Norvell, like you said, he uses package formations. He's gonna have multiple people in the backfield. He's gonna use some type of fullback. I heard the same thing that you heard about using Marv as a fullback, stuff like that. So, yeah, and not only that, if you assess the O-line after the fall and stuff, and before you start the season, and you think that O-line needs help, well, that's the way to help them, man. You get an extra tight end out there, you put a fullback in the backfield. Those are the things that are going to help that offensive line and give that quarterback extra protection. So, Yeah, they may very well use it, and they're definitely going to use it on short yardage situations.
Mm-hmm. Thank you. Check out Bo Nix. He all right for Auburn. He all right. He all right.
I mean, but he was a freshman, so.
Yeah, that's true. I felt he was overhyped last season.
Yeah.
I thought he was overhyped. The defense was lights out.
But again, these freshmen, they're playing at these programs, so
yeah,
you don't count them out. Don't count them out. And like you said,
go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead. Say it again. I'm sorry.
I was just about to say it, like you say, like when you go with a Bo Nix, you can't go back, right? They stuck with Bo Nix. Auburn stuck with Bo Nix. You just ain't no going back after that. If they do go with Purdy, that's going to be the starter, and if they just have to live with his bad games.
I see what he's saying. I read it wrong. When Polk answered it, I see what you're saying. You're saying check out Bo Nix, that he's doing all right because he was a freshman. That freshmen do well. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant like check out how great he is. That's what I took it as. But yeah, you're right. You're right. Bo was good. The reason I said that bit because he was so overhyped last season. That's why I said that. He was really overhyped. Like they tend to do that with any SEC team. It is go ridiculous. Oh, LSU's the best offense ever in the history. Like, hold on a second, man. Like, hold on a second. We broke the record first for most touchdowns scored in a year, and all of a sudden they didn't say nothing about that. I found that on a Google tidbit somewhere in the corner. ESPN, when LSU wins, they put it all over the big screen and everywhere. I'm like, man, come on. Cut it out. We was the best offense ever. Like, stop it. Stop it. There's no way they would have had more yards. They only tied with us for touchdowns. Oh, they're the greatest ever. Oh, they didn't even have more yards than us. All they had more than us was yards per play. Barely. And then you had always used Jameis Winston sat the second half of like 4 or 5 games. We would have scored 80 points on half the games. We would have scored at least 80. We had to call it. How many times LSU had to call their dogs off? Not that many. Not that many. Only a couple. I want to see some practice footage of Purdy first, bruh. Don't even worry about it. You got the practice footage out of my mouth. If I'm on the line saying what he is, I'm saying it live on YouTube. I don't even care. Purdy's the real deal.
I want to see Purdy when the bullets get to flying too. You know, I just want to see him.
Fair enough, but I'm putting
high school's one thing. I would like to see what he does in practice against this defense. I would be interested in that.
I'll put my neck out there. Purdy the real deal. But yeah, David, who started at running back?
I don't know. Pick a guy. Laybourne, Jayshon, Corbin, Webb. Just pick a guy. I think we'll be all right at the running back. Personally, I think Corbin might get the nod, but I don't know if there's a wrong answer. I don't think there's a wrong answer.
They compared Norvell to Urban Meyer. What y'all think about that? Who did?
Yeah, I haven't heard that one.
I don't want that.
I haven't heard that one.
I don't want anything near Urban Meyer. Unless it wins, I'll take the wins, but that's it. I don't want nothing similar to him except wins. That's all. Because Urban Meyer can't run a program. That's why Florida State fans, some of the Florida State fans are silly. Oh, we want a national championship so bad, we're going to sell our soul. Yeah, you'll get one. But then your program going to be worse than when he came. He can't run a program. He can't. That's why he runs after about 2 years when people start seeing we start about to get caught. He runs. He runs. Like, you don't want to coach like that. He's a dirtbag. He's a dirtbag. He don't care nothing. Now, he obviously don't care about his players. He don't care about. That's obvious. That's a no-brainer. I don't think Dabo cares either, but that could be still up for debate, right? Urban Meyer, you can't put that up for debate. He don't give a damn about nobody. he don't care.
Yeah, Urban don't care. He don't care if you're a drug dealer, if you're a murderer. Urban don't give a damn.
He don't care about nothing, man, except making that money. That's it. But at least he real. At least you know what? I gotta respect that. You know what? I'm gonna kind of backtrack a little bit here. I gotta respect that about that guy. Even though I call him a dirtbag, I gotta respect that. He is what he is, and he'll tell you to your face. He don't give a damn. But Dabo, that Dabo character, he gets no respect out of me. Even though he probably don't give a damn. I'm not like not nobody, but still.
Right.
I don't care. What y'all think about that? Okay. Whatever quarterback we have, he must have the confidence like Jameis did when we went to Clemson and Jameis told the team we didn't have victory. Yeah, but Jameis is a once in a lifetime, once generation like type. He's the best Florida State quarterback in history. That's right. A little different. I'm not comparing. I'm not saying nothing like he's a Jameis. I didn't say that. I didn't say Purdy was a Jameis. For Frank says, do you think FSU can possibly beat Clemson? Yeah, of course. No, guys. Now you have this Dabo. I know you guys have this. No, guys. Now you have this Dabo issue. Yeah, we can beat Clemson, of course. Anybody can beat Clemson. Well, not anybody. So a few teams on their schedule can upset them. It's happened before. Polk, Hurricane 221 says, Polk, you gonna buy the new Madden?
Man, I don't know. I've been hating Madden. I've been hating Madden the last few years.
You don't like Madden?
No, over the last few years, no. I get tired of the same. I get tired of paying $60 for the same game every year. I'm like, bro, you're not getting my money this year.
Me too.
So I don't know if I'm gonna get it. I probably wait till it come out, see how it look, if it's any different. But all it do is be roster updates every single.
Yeah, I feel like a scam. It's a scam because I played it.
Really a scam. They don't do anything different. Like
they don't do nothing different. It'll be like one new thing. Like I've noticed that because
they make some stuff look pretty on the menu screens and all that, and that's all they do.
New music. That's it.
That's it. And the new rosters.
I used to buy NBA. I forgot what year it was. The last one I had was like NBA 2000 and I think it was 12. What's it called? What they call it? NBA. What they call it? 2K.
Yeah.
I think the last time I got it was 12, and then I was gonna buy the next one, and I saw how it was the same exact thing with like one new feature. That's right. Oh, a new added feature. I'm like, one. It looks the same. I'm like, I'm not gonna pay another, like you saying 60. Pride America is 60. Over here, it's like 100 and 120. Like, bro, they making a killing. Like it's the same game. So I haven't bought one since. So I know what you're talking about. They all look the same. We about to go soon, y'all. So get your questions in. Hit the like button. And LSU had an extra game to do it. Yeah, Tyler, it's a bunch of nonsense. Freaking nonsense. ESPN, man. Who would you rather have, Meyer or Petrino? Who's Petrino? Is that the Louisville?
Yeah, the old Louisville coach. I would take Urban Meyer, and it's not even close.
Oh, Petrino's that bad, huh?
No, I mean Petrino's a good coach, but he's no Urban Meyer.
Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Drip laughing. Something I said, I think. I don't even remember half the time. Devin says, I feel like our situation is a Drew Rutherford. Huh? Great car hookup in the early mid-2000s. I think FSU will prevail. Do you know what he's talking about here?
I think he's. I kind of get. I think I get what he's saying. I don't know if our situation is that bad.
Drew Weatherford.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad.
Please God, no. Drew Weatherford. Oh, every time I hear that name, my stomach twists.
Terry's more talented than Greg Carr ever was.
Right.
And hopefully, you know, we get better quarterback play than Drew Weatherford. Now, if you put Blackman out there, you might get Drew Weatherford type quarterback play. I'm gonna be real with you.
Drew Weatherford. No, we ain't, no way we in that bad of shape, man. We got 2 blue chip quarterbacks. They're both blue chips. No, Weatherford? Oh, God. No. All right, y'all. We had a good discussion. We've been on about 2.5 hours. I feel like it's dying down. People getting sleepy. I know over there it's like, what, 10:30. What time is it over here? 11:30. 10:30. 9:30.
Should be like 9:30. I think on the East Coast.
9:30, but it's dying down. People ain't really saying that. They're just watching.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. This has been another edition of Nole Night, man. This is signing off. We got Polk County Nole. Check out his channel. He got a season going on.
You ain't came to my channel and subscribed yet. What are you waiting for if you're a Florida State fan? Come over there, hit that subscribe button, man.
That's right. That's right. I got a video coming out tomorrow night, 7 p.m. around that time, 6:30, around that, whenever I wake up. Be on the lookout for that. Oh, it's going to have highlights of that running back committed to Louisiana Tech that we looking pretty good to get. That 3-star back. What's his name again?
Hargrove. Travion Hargrove.
Travion Hargrove. Yep, I'm going to do that. Also, what was else I was going to say? Oh, Polk County Nole next week is bringing in, we're going to do cornerbacks. So
everybody's been so excited about the secondary, so we're going to knock that secondary out the park.
I might, even in the video title, when I promote this video, I'm going to always put like Nole Night, weekly calling, whatever. I keep it pretty generic. I'm going to put in cornerback breakdown, and that shit pretty much Florida State fan base should show up for that.
People have been talking about the corners and the DBs since the first episode of Nole Night, so they should be ready for that.
So I'm gonna try to promote that pretty good. That's with that, man. Signing out. Thanks for Polk County for joining me, man. Being my guest once again. Yeah, and Polk, what you always say?
Hey. Thanks for tuning in, y'all, and stay classy, Seminoles.
I like that. Boy, stop. All right. Peace out, y'all. Play this music. Much love, baby. Oh.
In my face.
Signing out, baby.
Man.
Chop it up.
You know what it is.
Peace.
Like, oh, what's up? Fighting trappers in like a future. Yeah, hamster get cherry wood. Yeah, giving you haters. Yeah, we untouchable. On that holy mountain. We're going like the sun sipping them liver fountain. Blowing symbols and blue to the maker. Yahweh, most almighty power, the creator. It's a better love. What we get. This is Fast Down, my team, and Daniel 7. Elijah, we made a fire. That's what was going down the sun. Only my witness was quiet. I think 43, 11. So we're beside us. In heaven, healing men beside us.